Guys, please subscribe and help the channel get to 150k subscribers. Yay! Welcome to our FANS Wethu TV. It's the CAF Champions League. Stade Abidjan 1, Orlando Pirates 1. I'm joined by Tito.
Shosho Stasibo.
Fere hot money?
I'm not.
I'm not. Utse o tlo roba ka pele.
Yeah, no.
Chris Brown.
No. I'm not going to that event. It's a quite disappointing day for us in the manner that we played. Look, going into the game in the first half, we had a very good game in the first half. Yeah. We had a lot of chances. Boys were supposed to have buried those chances. They didn't bury the chances. We suffered for those lost chances. Hey. You know, so in terms of our backline, in terms of the way we were structured in the first half, we were quite compact. The opponent offered nothing. Yeah. So we were fine in the first half. We played. Van Rooyen played quite well. Yes. Yeah, he pushed a lot of balls. He went. He pushed a lot of balls up front. Yeah. We tried to attack from the right and also from the left using Marco and Hoto. Pasaka Marco computer, you know.
I know you love this guy.
Yeah, but today he didn't really have much of a great game. Yes. He was not as offensive as we know him, so we had issues around that. Yeah. And then in terms of the backline, Sasani today, he was quite fine, you know.
Hey.
Not much.
Quite fine.
There was not much offered on his side. There was no much trouble offered on his side. Okay. But we had CBC today clinical. I think he did everything correct. Yeah. In terms of aerial balls, he won all aerial balls at the back. Yeah. Look, the guy has came in and also covered Fonda very well, and he has actually rubber-stamped the position. Actually, we don't even miss him there because of his contribution. Week in, week out, is coming in to be one of the best defenders that we have. Look, he's been consistent also throughout the 3 seasons that he has been with us, you know. Mbodlela. So I think Mbodlela today, big ups to him. Yes. Then you go into the midfield, we had Talent Mbata and also had Makaola. Both of them in the first half, they played quite well, especially Makaola intercepted a lot of balls. He was hard. He was up for the challenge. He understood that we're playing in the Champions League. It's more about physicality. So I think Makaola today stood up also for me in the midfield. Talent Mbata in the first half. I think Talent Mbata, what I've actually established around him is that he's a 60 minutes player, you know. So I think in the first 60 minutes, he always has he always has a good game. But going into the last 13, yeah, I think the coaches need to really work on his fitness and also ensure that he copes for the rest, the duration of the game. So I think that's what one thing Imshayayo. And then you go into the left, we had Nkota. Nkota today was quite off, didn't offer much challenge, didn't offer much threats, you know.
Going forward,
he had a chance where Mahupa laid the ball for him, should have struck. Knowing his capabilities, you know, today he should have scored that goal. Yeah. We missed that goal. We go to Evidence in front. You know, Evidence today, even though he scored the penalty, had moments that he could have killed the game for us. He was not there much. I think even the coach saw it quite early, tried to withdraw him and bring in Mabasa, who also couldn't offer us much. I think also in terms of the game, in terms of our strikers, we also need to bring in Lepasa back, you know, because of the way that some teams are structured. The team was playing a bit of in the first half. Sometimes they were trying to push us back, you know. That's why you need pacey strikers where you can open the game, you know. Yeah. Then you go on to the left. We had Hoto, you know. The guy is good, you know. Yeah. The guy is good. The guy. Look, he played his. Heart out. He tried everything positive for us. It was just not the day. And then we had Relay, the coach, they tried to play him as a number 10 today also. Not as effective as a normal number 10 that we have, which is Tito. So I think in the past 2 games, we have suffered a lot in the absence of Tito. Yeah. So I think the focal point and the way that we are structuring the ball and the way that we are playing, it's not similar to the way when Tito is playing, because when we are struggling with the ball, Tito will come to the back line, come and help them in terms of confidence, play with them with the ball. Yeah. And when the guys are now confident, he will then spread the players out. So he becomes the focal point of the team, which really he's a good player, but I think when he came to the left, he actually did better because he's more of a
winger.
He's more comfortable on the wing. He might have developed as a number 10, but he's more comfortable as a winger where he can take 1v1 situations, you know. But inside the half, it's quite difficult for him because I saw him struggling to turn. He's more comfortable in turning to his left, you know.
Yes.
So he was struggling to pass on the right side where we had Van Rooyen at some point was overlapping, where we could have killed the game. So I think the absence of Tito in this situation in the past 2 games has been a very key decision in terms of our results. So I think we do need Tito going forward. The coaches need to bring him back. But also, we didn't have Saleng also, who was not there today, who could at least have brought a bit of experience. These games are games where we need the guys who you know that they will give you results. You know, it's not about trial and error, you know. I always say that experience is always better than experiment, you know. Because once we have experienced guys, not that we shouldn't play the young guys, but this kind of competitions, because we're playing champions, we're playing winners. So we need a winning mentality, the guys who have won before.
True.
So for me, I think the coach also needs to help us in terms of bringing in a bit of experienced guys, especially in the game of today, where I think Saleng should have actually been preferred to come in, because it's a game that we should have killed, you know, and it's a game that we should have won. But unfortunately, we come back with a draw. Not a bad result at all. But look, it's not a result that we're looking for. And coming back to South Africa, we really need to clinch the 3 points, because now we have actually put a gun on ourselves. We've actually,
drop points
where it was really unnecessary. But come to Orlando, I think we'll correct the result. Also looking at the fact that we still have 2 home games. We still have to play this same team in Orlando, and we also have to play the other team in Orlando. The only away game is in Al-Ahly. We just have to go there and draw, and then then we can advance to the next stage. I honestly don't know what's happening in terms of Tito, but going to Orlando last week, the way he was working, I saw is a bit uncomfortable in the manner that he's working. A lot of people, I think, they're suspecting ill discipline, but I don't think it's an issue of discipline. It's more about on the injury. If you check the way he walked, he was a bit uncomfortable. So I think he has an injury, and I think they really need to work on it. But also, in terms of the coach, he needs to identify a total replacement of Tito, because if he's not there, we need a replacement. You have Kim Vidi. I saw Kim Vidi today coming in. Yes, he's a good player, but I think he really needs to be very careful around the way he plays, you know. He had a ball where he just kicked the player with, we didn't understand the reason why he was doing it. There was a corner in the last minute. He just put his feet up there trying to kick a ball. Could have cost a penalty. So those are the things that maybe we don't see as supporters why the players are not playing. But I think he needs to really be very disciplined, more especially in this level of the game. You know? Yeah, you can't be getting unnecessary yellow cards, kicking players at that level of the game. We would lose a game from an unnecessary free kick, you know. Yeah, that free kick that he caused in the last minute, it's an opportunity that we're supposed to have used to counter-attack the other team. They had the ball, there were 3 there, they lost the ball, he just kicked the player out. Instead of circling the player and trying to take the ball back, and we go and attack the opponent. So I think in terms of that, we really need to look at our players being disciplined in terms of, especially in the last 10 minutes, we lost a lot of balls that were unnecessary.
True.
You know, we lost a lot of balls that Vieira, they were just losing balls. We could have used those balls at least to have created a chance. So I think today overall, our boys, Stade, they tried, but I don't think that they put in a 100% performance. They should have tried better. It was away, I understand, but there was no fans that could have discouraged them to win. So, look, all the reasons that they can provide, today I'm really not convinced in the performance that we performed. Yeah.
Rate the boys out of 5.
In terms of, look, I would give CBC 5 out of 5. Today was exceptional. He closed all the balls, kicked everything that was coming his way. So I think he did very well for us. I'll also rate Makaola. Makaola also did exceptionally well. I'll give him 4 out of 5. There are certain balls that he could have organized our midfield better that were coming through. But overall, he did quite well. And then we had also Mufokeng. Mufokeng, I would give him also 4. More especially when he came into the wing. He created the chances. Some were for our strikers to bury. They couldn't bury. So I think he also had a very good game. And then you look at Hoto. Hoto, I would give him also a 4 out of 5.
Yeah.
He also did quite well in terms of his runs and bringing his energy, in terms of the team attacking, in terms of converting the defense line into the attack line.
Yes.
You know, so I think he's very good in terms of that. And also, I think he's a bit experienced now. So he is adding a bit of an advantage for us. You know, and then the last player, I'll give it to China. China also did quite well in terms of today. He released the ball quite early today. He was not holding on to the ball. So I think I'll give him, actually, the opponent was not as strong. So I'll give him a 3 out of 5.
Evidence on rate.
Look, today evidence for me, I think because of that miss, you know,
Yes.
and he had 1v1 situations that he could have converted. So I think it would be unfair for us to say that he had a good game. Yeah, no, he had a fair game, not a good game.
Give him man of the match.
Man of the match, my man of the match today is Mbodlela. No, look, the guy is underrated. The guy, look, today showed us he can close our defense. And look, we're not conceding a lot of goals. So he is a very vital figure in our defense. Yeah.
Thank you, Hotmani.
Thank you.